been a minute. How you doing? Whoever it is watching this. Me in the future, hopefully. Strange every time that I come to, well, I guess not every time, but lately every time that I come to the camera, I feel like it's not so much at a low point, but there's times throughout the day where I'll feel really good. Um, and I always think, damn, I should make a video. But instead, I just decide to sit with the feeling and allow it to be. Today's March. It's a Sunday. Let's see what's recently happened. UFC just took place yesterday. Marab versus Peter Yan. And today's also daylight savings time. We're jumping forward an hour. I feel like there's lots that I want to say. Still feeling a lot of things, I guess. Well, tomorrow, I guess, will officially mark 2 weeks of me not smoking. Guess I'm not woke up yet. But yeah, how has it been, huh? The last 2 weeks. It's kind of hard to describe. I feel like I've been up and down and all over the place. Like I said, when I would smoke, I would be altering my mood regardless of what the feelings were. And so now I'm just getting used to my body feeling what it feels and not self-medicating, self-regulating. So it has been kind of really up and really down. Shit. And I guess I can say that it has been for the better in the sense that I'm, I guess, gaining confidence in my ability to make changes in life. If you would have asked me a while ago if I ever thought that I'd be able to stop smoking like this, I gotta blow my nose. I don't know why I keep yawning. Oh my God. One moment. I don't think I would have been able to do it. And this is just proving to me that, see, regardless of what it is that I think I am capable, So so it's been good in that sense. It makes me feel like I can also make other changes in my life in ways that I've been stuck or the person that I've become to be. So I still, feel insecure, and I don't feel like I can go out there and conquer the world, but I feel like I got a chance, which is good for me. I like that. And I can't remember who said this. I was listening to either a podcast or to a book or something, but somebody was talking about how they were forcing themselves to do difficult things, to go through stuff, and they really didn't know why. And little did they know that the entire time they were building a savage. And that has really resonated with me. I heard that about a week ago. And I'm just having faith that that's what I'm doing, because now that I've stopped smoking weed doesn't mean that I all of a sudden see the purpose to everything, or I feel like I'm out of the cloud necessarily. But I'm having a lot of faith that the moves that I'm making are for a reason. I feel like I might not be able to see the progress, but I'm making moves for myself that are for the better, that will advance my life later on. Ooh. And so that's what I'm trusting, because while I'm making moves, it, you'd assume that making the right moves would be, or would feel right, or would feel not so much easy, but easy in the sense that you know what you're doing is best, you know? Guess the prime example that I'm thinking of is a few days ago. I decided to just get rid of all of the nudes that I've been sent over the years, collection that I've had, because I'd really like to have a relationship, and I would love to have somebody new in my life. And I just know that always being stuck in the past isn't going to take me anywhere new. And so a few days ago, I just decided, like I have once, in the past, I did this one other time that I had a collection of nudes and I decided to delete it. And what always happens is I end up, whenever I start to feel different, I'll do everything I can to salvage those photos. I will download apps and I will scrub through SD cards. I will do anything that I can to try and get that back. And it was no different this time. After I deleted all of my photos, because I told myself that this is what's best for me, this is what I need to do in order for me to move on. Felt good at the time, and then a few days later, when I wasn't feeling the same way, I decided to download apps to try and get all those photos back. And I got really angry because of the fact that this time that I deleted them, they were gone. There was no find deleted photos. There was no scrubbing through SD cards. Those photos are not here anymore. And I got so angry at myself. During the moment, I was just so pissed off that I would do something like that and make such a permanent choice. It's the same way that I felt the first time around that I deleted all those photos years and years ago. I was disappointed in myself. I was angry. I felt like I had made such a rash decision. And yeah, I practically threw a tantrum to myself. Very angry at the fact that I had made those decisions on my own behalf. I watched porn, but of course it didn't feel as personal or as intimate because porn never is. And when I was done, although I wasn't as angry, I was still upset with myself that I had made myself feel this way. But after giving it some time, maybe an hour or two after, or, the more time I get from that moment, it was probably a few days ago, the more I see that I'm starting to love myself. And although Greg made that decision for me, I know that he did it out of love, that he wants more for me. He wants me to grow. He wants me to have new experiences. And I've been so content with resting on my laurels this last couple of years that I have not felt the need to go and accomplish new things, to go meet new girls. It's so much easier to just keep looking at the same old photos that you have your whole life that have made you feel good about yourself and made you feel confident. But I'm proud of myself, and uh, that was, I feel, a huge step for me to really try and put my past behind me. Because before, when I would do it, it was always out of a sort of self-hatred for the fact that I'd put myself in that position. But this time, I feel like my intentions behind all of my actions are different. They are more genuine. They feel like they have a purpose. You know, I can't be stuck in the past or I'll trip on what's in front of me, you know? So I got rid of all those photos, and it was really, really difficult to accept the fact that they were gone. But now that I feel like I'm getting better with it and I'm coming more to terms with it, I'm glad that I did what I did, and I hope that eventually those nudes and porn in and of itself will be in my rearview mirror the same way that I've been able to put weed down, you know? I put weed down, and I've shown you guys the tally marks for all the times that I've wanted to smoke. 6 times in the last 2 weeks that I have truly felt like, man, I wish I was high right now. That's impressive. It's getting better. I'm proud of myself for that, because I'm starting to have confidence in myself. Feels as though I was hanging on to the edge of a boat, and I was in the middle of the water, and I was horrified to let go because of fear of drowning, and finally I let go of something, and although it isn't easy, I'm finding out that I can survive. I can tread water on my own, and because of that, I feel like going back to the boat would be a disservice for me. If I can swim, then I should do it, you know? So yeah, I haven't smoked and still don't have any plans to. My friend Sierra, she's coming down this weekend, March 17th, for St. Patrick's Day. And it was more that she was coming down just to visit. She was planning to come next week, but next weekend I plan to have a mushroom trip with Donovan and with Jake. I'm nervous about it, but I feel like it could do me good. So because of that, I let Sierra know 25th won't work. You should come over this weekend. And then I checked the schedule, and wouldn't you know it, St. Patrick's Day is on Friday. And I told her that is perfect because Sierra, everybody's on spring break right now, and Sierra really wants to party. And so I told her, I'm down. Let's go do something. I brought up the idea of going bar hopping, which I've never done, but it sounds like a ton of fun. And what better day to do it than St. Patrick's Day? So this weekend I will drink, but again, drinking is not no lifeboat to me. I can very easily drink one night and then not touch alcohol again for a very long time. So I'm not worried about it. But I did tell her, you know, I'm not going to smoke, just because I feel like I'm doing so good, and I still don't have enough discipline to put weed down the same way that I can alcohol. So I let her know that, and she told me I'm not gonna smoke either. She's been off it for a couple months too, and it's been helping her. So we're just gonna kick it and hang out. Jordy was gonna come with us. It sounds like it's gonna be a pretty good week. On Tuesday, I bought a ticket for myself to go watch Creed 3 at noon because I don't have work on Tuesdays. So that's something to look forward to, something I'm excited about. I like going and watching movies. by myself, especially when there's nobody else in the theater to ruin my experience, which is what I'm hoping will happen because it's on a Tuesday during the day. This weekend, Leon versus Kamaru 3 is taking place in London, and I'm planning to go up to Ogden to go watch that fight with the Ninefold sales group. So it'll be nice to meet people that way, and I think Sierra's gonna come do that with me too. So yeah, I got stuff going on this weekend, and next weekend as well. There's stuff happening, but yeah, things have been good, I guess. Things have been getting better, and although on days like today, I really don't feel like, I wish I could put into words the way that I feel. I still feel like I'm wasting time in a sense, but I really just, I don't know what I should be doing, or I just don't have the courage to go have experiences, I guess. The type of stuff I'm thinking of is like, I just see people, going out and hanging out with people or going to do activities and stuff, and I just don't feel comfortable going to do things on my own. I feel like I judge myself too much. Like, I'd really just love to go out and meet people, and make new friends, and go do stuff that's out of my wheelhouse. But it feels like such a big leap from not knowing anybody, not really having any money to go do much of anything, to going and creating experiences, Yeah, it's hard. It sounds vague, but like, I'd love to just be able to go out and meet people, and go to a coffee shop and find somebody interesting, or be able to go to the bar alone and have a drink and meet folks. And but that just sounds so far beyond me. um, Everything sounds really good in theory, and then in practice I feel like I would be a fish out of water, or that it wouldn't go the way that I'd want it to go in my head. So I just stay at home and I don't do much of anything on the weekends, and I feel like I'm just wasting time, wasting lots of my life, because I'm too scared to put myself out there. Um, but it's the truth, and honestly, I just feel like I don't even know where you're supposed to start. I'd love to have friends, and people that want to hang out, and I just wish my life was more full of experiences than I allow it to be. But I really just don't feel like I have that confidence yet to make my life what I want it. So, but I am proud that I'm making steps, and we all know Rome wasn't built in a day. And this life that I'm trying to create genuinely isn't just gonna pop up out of nowhere. It takes steps, which I'm taking. Not smoking, I feel like, is a huge one. And that's giving me the confidence to be able to keep moving and keep pressing and keep doing things that make me uncomfortable. So I'm keeping faith, and I'm hoping that eventually things will turn around if I continue to go down this path of, I guess, making space for myself to become somebody new. Because in order for me to do all that, I really have to let go of who I am, the way that I am, so that I can be who I want to. So I'm trying, and I'm making efforts. This whole week, probably even more than a week, I have had the worst neck pain. imaginable. It's ridiculous. My neck hurts right here, and then my back shoulder blade feels fuzzy when I reach too far back. I've gone to a chiropractor 2 times now, and they've adjusted me. And every time I've ever had some sort of body problem, like a kink in my neck, or it feels like something in my back is stacked, I'll go to the chiropractor and they'll fix me right up. They'll pop my shit back into place, and just like that, I'll be good as new. And that has not been the case this time. I went to the chiropractor the first time, and the dude fixed me up, and then I felt so stiff the rest of the day. I was supposed to clean the house and do all my chores and stuff, and I couldn't even move my neck. I didn't want to do anything because I didn't even feel like I could turn my neck sideways, and I was really scared that I would make some sudden move and I pop my shit back out of place, and there goes $45 down the drain. So I didn't do anything that day, and then I gave it a few days. But the problem is that at nighttime I'll sleep on my side, my head will have to hang, and I will just wake up feeling worse than I did the day before, like even more pain, which is not normal for me. It doesn't happen like that. So I went to a chiropractor again yesterday. The dude tried to fix me up. He cracked my neck, cracked my back, aligned my spine. And it's still the same deal. I guess it doesn't hurt as bad, but I can still definitely feel it. And so it sucks. And been having pain in my teeth and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's just really reminding me that life is fleeting, and that I'm not going to feel great forever, that eventually I will have problems that will persist for the rest of my life, because that's just how life goes, That's how the body works. It gets worn down after a while. And every time that I think of that, every time I think about some sort of ailment or sickness or something that I won't be able to get rid of, it makes me yearn for death. Not in a terrible way, but in the way that death, when it eventually comes to me, will be so liberating. I will be able to let go of this body and all of this tension and stress that I feel within me, all of the pain that I will develop in my life. It sounds like it's going to be really peaceful when I'm finally done with this experience. So I do be looking forward to that. But in the same way that sometimes I really just want to die immediately so that I don't have to deal with things, I will have just as much gratitude in my life for experiences that I have yet to have. And I will be just as happy that I am not dead later on in life because of what I go through. So it's kind of a paradox, a big up and down, Guess the last thing that I can think of, well, 2 things. One is that I have been dreaming a lot. When I would smoke, I would have dreams, but I could never remember them. I could only tell you that I dreamt something last night. I might be able to give you a little vague description of how I felt after my dream, but when it comes to telling you exactly what happened in my dreams, that wasn't really a thing. And now that I've stopped smoking, I was kind of bracing myself, because everybody says that when you stop smoking, you have extremely vivid dreams, and lots of people tend to have nightmares and night terrors and stuff like that. So I was expecting for shit to get wild. But the truth is that my dreams have been, is vivid the right word? Because how vivid can a dream really be, you know? But my dreams have been very potent, I guess. And I've been having lots of them. Every night that I go to bed, it's like a new adventure. And that doesn't mean that it's been all sweet and dandy. Some of my dreams have been difficult, and some of my dreams have been eerie. And, but at the same time, some of my dreams have been good. And I'm just enjoying dreaming again. Honestly, I am. I have this video on YouTube that I started playing maybe a week ago or so. When I go to bed, it's just white noise. Um, it's like a type of white noise. It's a picture of a spaceship flying through space. It's a little video, but it's just on a loop, playing white noise in the background, and it goes for 10 hours. And every night I've just been putting it on, and I've kind of been attributing my dreams to that, because I feel like once I started doing that, which I started doing, by the way, because I think one night it was raining really hard, or it was really windy outside, and I get woken really easily by small noises and stuff like that. Repetitive noises, they'll wake me up. So drops coming off of the roof, that shit will wake me up, or strong wind blowing on my window will wake me up. So I play that just to kind of drown out the noise. But since I've been doing it, I've just been having dreams, like dreams, bro. Like strong dreams. And I have been enjoying it. I've been liking it. I kind of look forward to going to bed and being able to go someplace else, you know. I've thought about maybe writing down my dreams, because lots of people say that when you write your dreams down, it becomes easier to dream lucid. But it does take a lot of work to sit there writing your dreams down. And yeah, it's only been a thought, but I've been enjoying it. Last night I had two strong dreams, and my dreams have often been having to do with girls, which I guess might be the reason why I enjoy it. I feel like I'm growing connection to people through my dreams, and at least, even though I don't get to feel too much of a human connection through other people in real life, just because of my circumstances and what it is that I do throughout the day, I don't tend to see new people. I tend to see the same people over and over again in my life. It has been comforting to me to at least feel some sort of connection to people, and girls in particular. So yeah, last night I had a dream that, well, one of them was explicit. But then I had another one that was probably one of the most vivid ones I've had. And what I can remember is that I was traveling for a company of some sort. We were traveling, and we went to me and like four other people were in a group, and we went to a hotel so that we could make a trailer. So the thing that I do for work is exactly what we were doing in my dream, but for whatever reason they sent us someplace else so that we could make a trailer. Not that the trailer had to be made there, but yeah, they were just like, you guys get to be the traveling ones this time. You can make the trailer here, but we want you to go over there and put it together. And it's the same shit I do, laying up, bagging, injecting, same bodies, same everything. But my dream, this is weird even describing it. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It was just, it was strange, but it was really clear. And don't know if you remember Dawson from the cabin maybe a month or two ago now, but she was in my dream, and it was comforting to be around her, I guess. We didn't do much work. I remember we didn't party, but it was like vacation to us, so we were doing a bunch of other shit, but we were only there for the night, and we had to make and inject 6 pieces. That was our job, but we didn't do none of that. I think Killian was there. Wow, Killian was there, but me, Dawson, and 2 other folks were. Why am I describing this dream? It's like there's no point to it or anything. I guess I'm just recounting how I felt. There's no point in me telling this. Yeah, we were supposed to be making stuff and we didn't, and Killian came back in the middle of the night after he said he'd been working all night, doing the body, I think, of the trailer, which is the hardest thing to do. And we told him that we hadn't done anything. And I was expecting him to be angry with us, but he wasn't angry. He was like, okay, you know, it is what it is. Let's get to work. And from what I remember, I don't think I got to finish the dream. So I don't think we ended up doing any work whatsoever, but I just remember feeling good after I woke up. And last night in particular, I decided to sleep on my back, which not only do I never do, but it is very uncomfortable for me. I'm a side sleeper, but I did it because my neck has just been killing so much, and every time that I wake up in the middle, or every time I wake up the next day, my neck will hurt even worse than it did the day before, because for 8 to 10 hours, my head was leaning sideways over a pillow, and then I'd turn on my other side, and then my head wouldn't be straight, it'd be leaning on the pillow, so cranking on my neck. And so last night I decided to sleep just facing up, and it was really weird. I woke up because it was so I woke up, I don't know what time I woke up, probably at like 7 or something like that, and I was just so uncomfortable, but I decided to go back to bed. And when I went back to bed, I had another dream of a more inappropriate nature, but still it was a good dream. I was at Jared's house. Not really, I don't know what the fuck Jared's house looks like. And part of the dream, he had his friends around, and we were discussing, I don't know what it was, but it was something positive. It was something about us bettering ourselves. So, yeah, I woke up again, and it was like 11, and my neck still hurts. My back's still fuzzy, but I think it's getting better, and I look forward to continuing to dream. This was the most pointless video I think I've ever fucking made. The last thing that I wanted to say, aside from me having all these dreams, is that I have made an appointment to cut my hair with my boy Chris, and I'm gonna do that on Thursday because as much as I like my hair, maybe other people don't. And so honestly, I'm doing this in hopes that, I don't know, maybe people will treat me different, or girls will be more open to the idea of talking to me or something, because I don't know, just since I've been growing my hair, I just have been feeling different, and I like the way that I look, but maybe other people don't, and maybe that's impeding my ability to go on dates and stuff like that. It's kind of my mom's idea, if I'm being honest. That's what my mom told me, that, maybe it's something as simple as changing your hairstyle, because girls out here are whack, and they want something specific. So, but not just that. I've kind of the hair's a lot to maintain, obviously, and you kind of have to pick your poison, whether it be going in pain to get a haircut once a month, which can be expensive, or spending your time having your hair, you know, get braided and unbraiding it and washing it and picking it and then braiding it again and wearing hair nets and waking up with crazy hair in the morning. I think it'd just be easier for me to go back to a fresh cut. And I guess it would also be, kind of indicative of where I am in life, because it's a change, it's yet another um, evolution or metamorphosis of who I am. So I'm kind of excited to do that. I feel like already now, I feel like I'm going to end up missing my hair a lot once it's gone. It's kind of, in a strange way, grown to comfort me. I keep telling my friends when I say I'm going to cut it that it's going to feel like I'm naked. And I like, even now, I feel like that's how it's going to feel. It'll feel like I'm forgetting something or I'm missing something. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for these changes. I've been talking to Jordy, and Jordy has been telling me he's proud of me for, making all of these changes, because I keep telling him about stuff that I'm doing, and, I'm gonna go do sales, and I stopped smoking weed, and, I'm trying to ease up on the porn. I told him about the nudes that I got rid of. Like, none of this has been easy, and I still feel like I'm in the middle of all of this happening, but again, I feel like it's for a purpose that I can't see right now. But I'm trusting that all these changes that I'm making in my life will end up putting me someplace that I want to be, even though I personally can't draw a line between the actions that I'm taking to the place in life where I want to be. Again, correlations don't make sense to me. Something's up with my brain, I guess, but I just don't get how doing A will result in B. But I'm trusting it. I'm trusting that I'm building a savage right now, even though it doesn't feel like it, and even though life is difficult and I really just feel up in the air, like I don't know what's going on. I'm trusting that this is all for a greater purpose, that it's all for the sake of me fulfilling my dreams and doing what it is that I want with my life. So I'm going to continue doing it, and, hopefully eventually I'll be able to find, a relationship that means a lot to me, or I'll have, enough guts to go put myself out there and do something different. Like, on that note, I was thinking just a little, like an hour, 30 minutes ago, that maybe I should try writing some sort of stand-up. Like, I'm always surrounding myself with stand-up comedians, either through podcasts or through TV or whatever, and they're constantly talking about how difficult it is to put yourself out there, to try and write something that you think is funny and go up on a stage and reveal yourself to the world. And lots of times people don't like it, and lots of times you'll bomb and it'll make you feel bad, and they always come back and keep trying. And when I think of stand-up, I feel the same way that I used to when I would think about rap and fighting, that I'm too smart to ever do something like that, because what's the chances that it'll work out, what's the chances that I can actually do something like that? I shouldn't think too highly of myself, thinking that I can just go out and make music or go out and have a fight or whatever. But I've done those things. Those are things that I once thought were impossible for me, and I conquered those fears in a sense. And so stand-up comedy is starting to feel a lot like that, where I'm like, that's come on, man, you can't do that. Like, I even just thinking about writing a joke, I'm like, nigga, you're not funny like that. Like, I think I'm funny, but I think I'm funny in a certain way. I think I am funny when it comes to commenting on things or making little quips about a situation. That's when I'm funny. Straight up standing in front of people, trying to make them laugh purposefully with stories and stuff. It doesn't. I don't get how you do it. Um, it doesn't sound like it makes any sense. It just sounds like I'd go on top of a stage to try my hardest to have people. I don't even want to say like take pity. Like, I don't even know what would happen if I got up on a stage and I bombed. Like, how would I feel? Um, it all sounds pretty damn scary, but so did writing rap, and so did actually having a fight. And I did those things, and so I think this is something that I should try. Um, I should try it. I should try this, and this is that's something that I could do that would put me in a new place. It would put me around different people. It would put me in the type of scene that I'm saying that I want to be around, but I'm too scared to make any moves. I see people hanging out with their friends, or going out to dinner with their friends, or going on a walk with their friends, or all this kind of stuff that I'm like, I wish I could do that stuff. Like, but if I just went out, I just feel like I'd be a loser doing stuff all alone by myself. Like, that's what I do at home. I just stay at home and I do stuff alone. I feel like if I went out and got a coffee by myself and just stayed at a coffee shop, I don't have enough confidence to do something like that. Or I'd end up, going home and feeling bad about myself because I didn't talk to anybody, or nobody talked to me, or, you know, that's oftentimes how these things go whenever I feel like putting myself out there. Whenever I do, or I have in the past, lots of times I'll feel like, I don't know, I'll just feel lame for doing things, and it'll scare me from trying again, because I don't want to feel that same way. So I think if I were to go to an open mic or something like that, where the whole purpose is people practicing and trying their hardest, I would be in a new setting, and I would be doing something. It wouldn't just be me going someplace and not talking to anybody. Like, I just wish I had enough confidence to go do things. Like, eventually it'll come for me. And back to my last podcast, the huge change of me trying to change my mindset, and one, not trying to be stuck in the past, trying to learn how to let things go, and two, not hating myself, and trying to bring myself up and stay positive for myself and show myself love even though I don't feel it. They're all good changes that I'm having faith will lead to me being able to do what I want in life, being able to have that confidence that I feel I need to go have the life that I want. I feel bad staying at home not doing anything, but it feels like I'd feel worse going out there and failing. So I don't. And the problem is that I don't even have there's like no plans. It's not, I don't have any plans to go do anything. It just seems like I could be doing more with my life, with people. I'll be on Instagram and I'll see somebody like cooking food, and I'll be like, see, they're doing something, or I'll see people out with their friends at the beach or something. I'm like, see, they're doing something. Like, people are doing things, and I feel like I waste so much time at home by myself because I really don't feel like anybody likes me, or like anybody is going to accept me or care about me. So it's hard, and it makes me sad hearing me say those things. But I don't really know what I'm supposed to do different, you know. I'm trying to make changes, and that's all that I can really say is that even though it's making my life more difficult in a sense because I'm going in directions that I don't understand, um, I'm having faith that it's for a reason, that somehow all of this will bring about what it is that I want. I'm trying to sacrifice things in my life so that I can further myself and keep pushing forward. So here's to trying, baby. I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm just praying that all of this effort will be for something. That's all I got for today. So I will talk to y'all, to me, later. Don't forget that I love you. Never stop pushing, baby.